Welcome to my channel, where I tell horror stories that I find on the internet that will send shivers down your spine. In this video, I will be reading Haunted Doll, the terrifying tale of a missing girl's haunting return. In this story, a girl goes missing in the woods, leaving her parents with only a creepy and decrepit doll. But as they soon discover, the doll is no ordinary toy, but rather their daughter who has somehow become trapped inside it. Join me as I take you on a terrifying journey through this tale. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling horror stories that will keep you up at night. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. It was a typical Saturday afternoon when my daughter Lily asked if she could go for a walk in the woods behind our house. She had always loved exploring nature and had spent countless hours wandering through the trees, picking wildflowers and chasing after butterflies. Despite feeling a little apprehensive about letting her go alone, I reluctantly agreed. But as the hours ticked by and Lily failed to return, my anxiety grew stronger. My husband and I frantically searched the woods, calling out her name, but there was no answer. As night began to fall, we called the police and reported her missing. Days turned into weeks, and the search for Lily continued without any luck. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. That was until one day I received a mysterious package in the mail. Inside was a worn and tattered doll with a note attached that read, "She's always with you." I immediately recognized the doll as one that Lily had loved and carried with her everywhere. But there was something eerie and unsettling about its appearance now, as if it had aged and decayed in just a few short weeks. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. That's when strange things began to happen in our house. Doors would slam shut on their own, objects would move inexplicably, and we would hear the sound of laughter and footsteps in the middle of the night. And every time we turned around, the doll would be there watching us with lifeless eyes. It wasn't until I woke up one night to find Lily standing at the foot of my bed that I realized the truth. She was alive, but not as we knew her. Her skin was pale and her eyes were empty, as if all the life had been sucked out of her. And she was holding the doll, clutching it tightly as if it were the only thing connecting her to this world. I tried to reach out to her, to hold her and bring her back to us, but she simply vanished into thin air. And as I looked down at the doll, I realized that it was no longer just a toy. It was a vessel for Lily's soul, trapped and tormented by some unknown force. Since that night, we've been haunted by Lily's presence, and the doll remains a constant reminder of the horror that we've experienced. We've tried everything to rid ourselves of it, but it always seems to find its way back to us, a haunting reminder of the daughter we lost to the woods. As the days turned into weeks, our lives became consumed by the doll and the mystery of what had happened to Lily. We consulted every expert we could find, but no one could explain the supernatural occurrences or offer any way to bring Lily back. Our once happy home became a place of fear and dread, and we were forced to live with the constant reminder of our loss. Every night, we would hear the laughter of a child and the sound of tiny footsteps running through the house, but there was never anyone there when we looked down the empty halls. One night we decided that we had to take action. We couldn't live like this anymore, haunted by the memory of our daughter and the terrifying presence of the doll. We gathered everything we could find related to the doll and burned it all in a ritualistic fire, hoping that it would break whatever hold it had over us. But it was too late. As the fire burned, we saw the shadowy figure of a small child dancing in the flames, a sight that chilled us to the bone. And when we looked down, the doll was still there, staring back at us with its lifeless eyes. We knew then that there was no escaping the horror that we had unleashed. and that our daughter was lost to us forever. The doll had become a living embodiment of her spirit, trapped in an eternal cycle of torment and despair. Now, every night, we hear the sound of the doll's footsteps and Lily's laughter echoing through our home. We know that we will never be free of the curse that we brought upon ourselves, and that we will be haunted by the memory of our daughter for the rest of our lives.